Hey guys, welcome to this week's video. Alright, so, Nintendo. Direct? No? What's going on? So, Nintendo dropped a lot of stuff last night. Well, not a lot of stuff, but a couple things we thought were going to be for the Nintendo Direct. So, what's going on? I don't know. So, let's talk about it. Alright, so, I just released a video where we're talking about Nintendo Direct, Nintendo for the year, what they might be releasing for the Nintendo Direct for January. A couple of things we talked about, we thought were going to be on the Direct. But last night, if you're watching this video, today's Wednesday, January 9th. So last night, on a Tuesday night, they announced the only two games for the Nintendo NES Online service, and a couple announcements of games, which we thought were for the Nintendo Direct. So, what are they doing? First, let's talk about the two games. So they announced Master Blaster and Legend of Zelda 2 for the NES. And, yeah, kind of a letdown a little bit. So I like the new Master Blaster for the Switch. And I wanted to play it for the NES. So I'm glad that's out. So for me, that's actually a win. I was really excited for that. Legend of Zelda 2, though. I just recently beat that. And I wasn't too much of a fan. I don't know if it's because I played it on an emulator and it was a little difficult to beat some of the guys because the timing wasn't there or something. But yeah, I wasn't a big fan of this announcement. But I'm going to give it another try on the online service. So I'm going to play it. But I feel like they should have had one more game. Not everyone's a big fan of 2. Some love 2 and don't love the other ones. So, I mean, depending on who you are, you're going to love it and not love it, I guess. I'm okay with it. I like the Master Blaster. I'm okay with Zelda 2. I kind of hope they do an SP version so that way, maybe the game can be a little bit different, a little bit easier, because it was a little bit of a difficult game. I don't know if that was emulation, and because the emulator wasn't perfect. But, this time around, there's a save spot, so maybe that will help make the game a little bit more a lifestyle change to the game a little bit better. Now, I'm shocked there's not a third game. At least even an SP. So is that what they're going to save for the Direct? Or is there even going to be a Direct? I don't know. That is a weird announcement. You think the game's not coming out until the 16th. So is that because the Direct isn't coming out until the end of the month? You think, they would have just waited an extra week or something. I don't know. Unless the Direct's going to announce the games for the February, and that's why they're only doing 2. We'll talk about that at the end of the video. The other things, we figured were going to be for the Direct as well. Yoshi's Crafted World got a trailer, got a release date, March 29th. And, yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it. I can't wait to play it. I loved Yoshi's Island, but never played any of the Yoshi's games after that. I don't know why. I saw this trailer and I'm like, why have I never played the other ones? So I'm excited for this. Yet again, thought it was going to be for the Direct. And the other game that they announced, Kirby's. For the a Kirby port, Epic Yarn for the 3DS. Yeah. Why the 3DS? Are they trying to keep the 3DS alive, or did they have this port in the window for a long time, and it's taken so while that it just feels late in the 3DS life cycle? I don't know. It feels like a port would have been easy to do. I guess maybe Wii to 3DS port is a little bit more difficult, but the Switch has been out almost 2 years now. Why wouldn't you just release it for the Switch? I mean, that's portable. It's a home console. Unless they plan on releasing it for the Switch later on and they're trying to double dip or something. Yeah, it just seems like a weird outcome to do it that way. I don't know. I feel like it should be for the Switch, not the 3DS. I mean, I guess it's cool it's for the 3DS. That means it's a little bit cheaper. But are they really trying to keep the 3DS alive? And at this point, they're just throwing you some bones until they release some more games. I would love, if they want to keep the 3DS alive, drop it to $100 for the new 3DS. And, do your budget games on there. Some of your big like 2D games you don't want on your Switch. Maybe that's where Legend of Zelda 2D games live out on the 3DS because it's it's more handled for that. But I would still love to see a Link to the Past or something like that on the Switch style. But yeah, I don't know what they're planning on for that. And then, another company drops in and says, hey, we're releasing a port for the Switch as well in a couple months. I don't know why. So Dragon's Dogma, it was an Xbox 360, PS3, PS4, Xbox One. It's like a 7-year-old game at this point. I've never played it. It looks like a 7-year-old game. But it kind of looks interesting. I might want to try it out. I hope there's a demo so, I can dip my foot in and be like, all right, it's kind of worth it. I don't think it's a $60 game. To me, I don't think I'd pay $60 for it. It does look cool. If it's a $30 game. When it becomes $30, then maybe I'll actually want to purchase it. And on top of that, Nintendo also announced another game. Coffee and Donuts. It's a side-scrolling mystery game as it's on their Twitter. I know nothing about the game. It's another reveal that, why are they doing it now? So yeah, they revealed that stuff last night. Another company revealed something. All that stuff last night. So what is Nintendo doing? I almost feel like they're not doing a Nintendo Direct. Or else they have so much they want to do for the Direct in January that they needed to just drop some stuff now so that they could save room and time. Usually, they don't like to go. Usually 30 minutes is like a good mark for them. Some a little bit longer, some a little bit shorter. But yeah, you think they would just save these for the Direct. Now, I hope it's we have a Direct, but we have too much stuff, and we don't want to throw all of it in and stretch it out too long. They wanted a nice 20, 30-minute package, all good stuff that people haven't heard of before to start the new year. That would be awesome. That'd be the way to go. Now, what could that entail? I'm not sure. Here's what I'm hoping, now that I've had time to think about it from my past video, and now that they released some stuff, is maybe there's some games that they haven't announced yet for this year that they want to announce now so that people have time to talk about it, get hyped up for it, and, get it in the middle of summer. So I'm thinking January's Direct is going to be about summer games. Now, I'm also hoping maybe the Direct is about the games to come in February. The more I think about it, I don't think they're going to do Super NES games anytime soon. Probably because they want to keep it closer to people's relaunch of the NES or like resubscription for the year to try to force them to, not upgrade, but to sign up again for another year, which is the smart idea, I guess. So what I'm thinking that maybe for the Direct, they have the games for February they want to announce, and in February they're going to do like 4 games or something like that, and maybe they're big games. Or the Direct is going to have like a couple special games, hacks for the games they've already released. Yeah, so it's bizarre. I'm not really sure what they could be announcing. So maybe they're announcing some games that they haven't announced yet, and they want to focus on those. That's the only thing I can think of. Or otherwise, they're not doing a Direct, which could be possible. They're not doing a Direct, but the last Direct they did was just, in November. Wasn't that big. So they haven't really announced too many. I'm really hoping, they go over some games for the year that they haven't announced yet. So, hey, maybe that's just what they're looking to do. And they didn't want to tie it up with games that people already heard about. They wanted it to be an exciting Direct, which is possible what they want to go for. They want to try to get some of the games that, people are like, oh, we've talked about this for a year now. People thought it was already coming out. Let's just get these out of the way now and only have a Direct for games that people are like, oh, wow, I didn't see that coming. That's awesome. I'm going to talk about that. Yeah, so who knows? All right, guys. I'm kind of shocked that they released these games. I don't know what you guys think. Are you expecting a Direct now, or do you think the Direct is gone as well? Or what you think now that they're going to be showing or popping out to surprise people. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Keep on gaming. talk to you next time, and don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, watch the other videos, and let me know what else I can be doing. Alright guys, have a good night.